Hey everybody, it's been a while since we did one of these videos, and today we're going to do something a little different than our usual Ritterhaus or Lilith sort of tag-along stuff. Today we're going to cover some of the crap that's in my cabinet here. So if you've watched any of my online streams, I play video games. I have been on a hiatus just because I'm sure you noticed this isn't my old house. I've moved, so there was a lot of stuff going on. I am now settled in. I will be doing games again. But the reason I mention this is because one of my streams that I do is a classic game stream. And I actually play all of my games on original hardware. And I stream it from the CRT TV. So I'm going to show you guys how we set that up. It's a couple different... It's a capture card, it's a program, it's a bunch of cable splitters, it's all kinds of craziness. So we'll go over that setup. And then as a bonus, I'll show you how I get Netflix to run on the CRT, because I know that that's something that some people are interested in. I know Chris was down here. He's the one who inspired me to do this video, because we were down here watching something on Netflix, and he was like, how'd you get Netflix on here? That was a bad Chris impression, but that's okay. So let's get into it. We'll show you exactly how I stream classic games. So these are games from N64. I do it all the way up to, it's really just this generation and the one after it. So N64, PS1, PS2, GameCube, Xbox, basically anything with component, composite. What else does it have? Does it have VGA? I think it's just component and composite cables. I can show you how to hook that up and stream that to your computer. All right, here we go. All right, so we're actually going to start with the bonus here, the easier of the two. Let's see if we can get some lighting. Well, let's actually bring it up here. Here is the proof that it works. Netflix on the old CRT. I was watching Friends. Whatever, get at me. This is how you do it. It's really, really simple, and this is actually something that I mentioned to Chris, because he was like, you should do a tutorial on how you got Netflix on the TV. Once you know what it is really, really simple. It is this device right here, Roku. Everybody knows them. They are smart TV juggernauts. But this particular model, this is the Roku
Express Plus.
The Plus model is very important because, along with a power cord, it comes with one of these. The red, white, and yellow cables go into the back of your TV, or in my case, the splitter here. You plug this, it looks like a 3.5 millimeter jack. It's not. The same as just the audio, and there you go. So that's your bonus there. This is the Roku
Express Plus.
Again, the plus is the important part. You need it to actually connect. You need that wire that comes with the
Express Plus
to connect to a CRT. Outside of that, that's it. And you need maybe a switcher if you don't have the inputs in the back. What if I want to stream? What if I want to stream? You yell to the screen. If you are looking to stream through Twitch, through Mixer, whatever you stream through, you are going to need some capture tech. In my case, I use the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition. This one is also something that I have not been able to find on shelves. I believe that this one was discontinued or retired, replaced by a new version. This one is, I want to say from 2012 or 2011. It's very hard to find online, at least from my preliminary search. So let's talk about what is in this box and what I use with it, or what I use it for, I should say. This is the capture device. You plug it into the TV, or actually into the input, so that's going to be your game system. And you plug the other end, or you plug the cord that I'll show you, into the tower, or your computer, or your laptop, whatever you use that for. It comes with a power cord, which you need. Those are a dime a dozen, so if you lose that one, you will be able to replace it. What you won't be able to replace, though, is this. So the box itself does have an HDMI port, which is pretty standard these days. Has a couple, whoop, can break it. Has a couple of them in and out. That's pretty much going to be your newer tech, your Xbox Ones, your PS4s, PS3s, Xbox 360s, all that stuff. But we're not interested in that. We're interested in composite and component cables. For that, we will need this. This cable did come with the device. Again, I have not been able to find a replacement at all for this, actually. The reason you would need a replacement is it's a proprietary little bug, which I hate. So if you lose this, it's game over. You might as well throw away all your old tech, send it to me, and we'll be good. There's also this cord here. It's basically a printer cord that goes in here, and this is what relays basically the data that is being inputted through this cable from your source. It sends it to the computer over there, and that's how we get our image. So the device is set up, more or less. I didn't plug it into the wall, but this is the device. Now, how do we get this, and the computer to play along? Well, the answer is very, very simple. So the first thing you're going to need is this. This is a
composite
splitter. So on one end, we have the male yellow, red, and white connections. That is video and left and right stereo. And on the other end, we have two sets of female cords, or female ports. Very easy. It's got one end that's male. You plug that into your video out on one of these. You get one set of
composite
cables. You plug them into this. You plug them into the back of your TV. You get another set of
composite
cables. You plug it into this. You plug it into the back of the capture device. So that is essentially how you connect device to TV to computer. Now, there's a couple downsides to using a splitter like this. When you plug in that splitter, half your resolution, or not really your resolution, half of your signal from your source is going to your TV, and the other half is going to your computer. So that analog signal is struggling to go to both at once because it's used to only having to go to one output. So you're going to see a degradation in quality on the TV and especially on the computer. So you are going to need to brighten up that image, give it some color in your computer itself before you go ahead and stream that. That being said, I still think it's beneficial to do it that way, to take that little hit of quality, because this is supposed to be a low latency device, this capture device. And I guess it is for 2012 standard, and I guess it is if you're not using it the way that we're using it. But we are using the way that we're using it, and it's really laggy. So if you were to try to just plug it straight into the computer, so use the capture device, boom, we haven't seen that in a while, use this capture device as your source. So like you're catching the video through this and only through this, and you're playing on your screen, you're gonna find that there's about a 1 to 2 second delay. There's a 1 to 2 second delay or lag between the input on the controller and you moving. It's almost impossible to play. So it is definitely worth it to lose that quality and be able to see it seamlessly on the TV and have it stream, not have to worry about it. All you really have to do is make sure your video and audio is on a delay, so that way basically your reactions line up to what's happening on screen at the time. Now you'll notice first off that I did not turn on the CRT. That's basically because I'm an idiot, and some of the important wires that I said, oh, I'll pack these in an essential box before I move so that way I know where they are, is the one box of wires that I can't find. So what we're gonna do is, just so I can show you the software end of things, I hooked it up just to the computer, just to the capture device. That way you'll be able to see what I do from the software end. Now that we know from the hardware end, all I do is plug in the capture device. Whatever goes out of the box, whatever's being outputted, is being split to the TV and the device. In this case, we're just going straight to the device because we do not have the extra cable to split to. So let's talk software. The first thing is you're going to download the software that comes with the capture device. And once you have that downloaded and installed, you are going to open it. And you're going to mess around with some settings here. So it says starting device, please wait. So as I mentioned, I have the device hooked up every way possible. It's waiting for a signal, waiting for composite video signal, waiting for composite video signal, waiting. We're gonna give it a second here. My issue is this. I accidentally plugged in the wrong set of wires. I plugged in the Xbox, thought I plugged in the Xbox. I was trying to start the Xbox, I actually plugged in the PS2. So always check your wires before you go to town. Give me 1 second here. So you turn on your console, and you walk yourself over here, and we have video, and if you give me a second, I'll show you some sound. Now, how do we get from this program to the stream of it all. How do we stream? We're not actually going to send the image directly from this proprietary program that came with the device. We are going to screen capture the preview of that through OBS and stream it to Twitch, which may sound a little confusing, but it's really not. The way that we're gonna do this is just in any one of your scenes. So if you know anything about Twitch, or if you know anything about OBS Studio, excuse me, you know how to get a new source here. So we're going to add, and then we are going to window capture. I'm just gonna name it whatever. And what we're gonna do is over here, if you double click the preview, it makes it full screen. What you wanna do is wait for the image to blow up into the full screen, or else you just get the settings the whole time. Once it's blown up into full screen, again by double clicking the preview image, you go over, you open a new window capture source, and you select the program. From there you click OK, you resize your image, and you do the rest. You know how to do the rest if you stream. Word of advice, I mentioned before that the signal is pretty weak just by nature of splitting it. Because of that, you are going to need to do some color correction, some brightness correction on the image that comes through the capture device's program. With that, because you're getting a degraded signal already and you're adding some color correction stuff, and some of these systems are sub-standard definition, shrink the game image down to a just reasonable size that looks good against the 1080p background. So I still put myself up in the corner of the screen. I just make sure that this is tiny, 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 or else it looks very distorted and very awful when you're playing a game. So I have it about that size on the screen, and then I have my background in the back, and my little video up there of me playing the game. If you would like to see all of this in action, you can head over to my Twitch stream. For those of you who don't know, it's Vinny Everman, probably. Again, editing magic. If you enjoyed this type of tutorial, great. If not, let us know. If you're more interested in just the film stuff, if you're more interested in just like us hanging out, what we do, always let us know. We appreciate you if you are a patron. We appreciate you if you're just a looky-loo on YouTube. Congratulations. You're not, don't looky-loo on us. We'll see you soon with a new video. Oh, will this even come out in time? Yes, it will. Lilith, our movie, is coming out to theaters, to a theater for now. Atlantic Cinemas in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, Friday the 13th, that's September 13th through the 20th. We have a week-long run there, and then we're trying to figure out some other stuff too. If you're interested in getting it to a theater near you, look up any of your community or independent theaters and just bug the hell out of them. Tell them that you want to see Lilith, tell them that you want us there, that you've been waiting to see this movie, that you can't go all the way to New Jersey because New Jersey smells funny, and tell them you want the movie there. Once you tell them that you want the movie, let us know that you broke them down and told them, and they are just like, fine, whatever, and we'll reach out and we'll see if we can't get it to play a couple times near you. We are trying to get this out as wide as possible, but we're also trying to keep it indie, so. All right, I talked a lot. Bye.